hate being a mom. I fucking hate being a parent. Like, I fucking hate it. And I feel bad for saying that, but like, I wish someone would have let people with BPD know that like we really shouldn't be moms. Like, having a kid is too fucking complicated. I don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to be responsible for this tiny human. I just want to be responsible for myself, and it's too late now.
Y'all. Oh man, look. Let me start it off by saying, look, I don't have no kids, right? I don't have no kids. So I'm a middle-aged man with no children. So to get that out the way, right? And I do live alone. So I'm gonna empathize with these people, right? And sympathize with these people. But I thought this was a good video because a lot of times, right, people talk about having kids, and you know, at work people do complain about their kids. This is not new to me. This is not new at all. The lack of sleep, running to the hospital because the kid catches a cold, dealing with the teachers. It's a stressful job. It's a thankless job, right? This is the reason why this is going to be a controversial take. I really believe that for me and people like me, right, closer to 40, mid 40s is probably the time I should consider having kids. Because I just, right now, the amount of selfishness I have, I just don't think I could be a good father, to be honest with you. But anyway, let's get into the video, man. Let's get into this.
Sometimes I hate being a parent. Let's talk about it. So raising kids in 2025 is absolutely no joke. Let's start with economically. The dollar just does not stretch the way it used to. The cost of food has gone up. The cost of housing has gone up. The cost of childcare. Let's not even go there if you have small kids. How astronomical the business of childcare has gotten. People can't even afford to work and have kids. Let's also talk about how generationally, our kids don't have really active grandparents, and it's not even their fault. It's because a lot of us as millennials still have working parents. They don't have time to be watching my kids, okay? Not to mention that many of us don't even trust people to watch our kids because of the distrust and the violence that we experienced as kids.
Wait, no. I disagree with that point right there. We know uncles that touch children. I'm gonna just put it out there. We know it. And so dropping your kids off at your family's crib, no. That's what that comes from right there.
So a lot of the times we are parenting our children from other people's poor parenting and also the things that they see on social media. So a lot of our parenting comes from a lens of damage control rather than prevention like we were. So it kind of takes away from their innocence a little bit as children. It's just hard. Sometimes being a parent sucks. And it sucks because we love our kids so much. And I am by no means a perfect parent. I'm going to continue to raise my...
Yeah. That's the only thing I really disagree on is that, no, I think that being careful where you drop your kids off is very important. Very important. But especially a lot of people are not like, I'm gonna speak for me, speak for myself. When we went to our cousins' houses, right? We weren't being watched. Now, my family is good, we don't have any weird uncles, but like my aunties weren't watching us. We were doing whatever we wanted to do, We were staying up all night playing Madden, or we would prank each other, or we would interact with the neighborhood women playing hide go get it. I'm not proud of that, but we did. Anyway, what I'm saying is, your kids are not really being watched when they go to other people's houses. That's what I'm saying. So This woman is so funny, bro. Because this woman I'm about to bring up is making a video complaining about her kids. Cool, but she's at work and she made a video at work, so she might get fired too.
You know what I learned about myself at 30 years old? I don't like fucking kids. No, actually, I had been knew that. But I don't like being a mom. Like, I love my kids. And, like, I love being their mom. But, like, if somebody would have told a bitch, like, girl, if you don't go to college or you don't got no career or you don't do this or you don't do that, baby, it's going to be hard taking care of them fucking.
No one told you to get a career. We listen, but we don't judge. Back to the video. Oh my God.
Kids. Nobody told me that. Nobody expressed that to me, okay? And every day that I wake up early. I'm not even a morning person. I fucking hate waking up in the morning. Do you hear me? Don't wake up out my sleep. Don't talk to me. Don't touch me. I don't even, matter of fact, for like 20 minutes straight, I don't even talk when I wake up. Because why are you looking at me? Why are you talking? And then, like, waking these kids up, bruh. Waking these kids up is like a whole nother type of situation. Like, me personally, I make breakfast for my kids before I drop them off at school, just because that's some things that my mom didn't do when I was growing up. She didn't make.
Excuse me. Hold on. We had school breakfast and school lunch. These kids are getting blessed with shit we didn't get. I didn't get this shit either. God damn it. I'm starting to get jealous. This is some bullshit.
Our lunches, she didn't do none of that because she was a single parent. She was a single mother. She didn't have time for that. She was going to school. She was working. I was the parent, pretty much. I was the parent. And baby, every morning is something different. One kid want pancakes. One kid wants cereal. The other kid, he don't know what he want.
Whoa. Time out. Hold on. I'm sorry I had to stop it. Listen. She said pancakes? So y'all getting breakfast. Y'all not just getting some cereal. Y'all not just getting some oatmeal. You getting pancakes? Listen. I'm 35, okay? I can recollect maybe 25 times. My mom is an excellent mom, by the way, but that I know I got like breakfast, and it was never, ever during a school week. It was always like summer vacation. Summer vacation, like, or like on a Saturday. It was never like, I think I'm getting a little bit jealous of these children you got, man. Like, they sound like getting treated good to me.
And let me just say, like, bruh, it's hard as fuck being a mom. And I don't like that shit. Okay? Like, my hard-earned money. I'm sitting here on the clock right now. Because I got kids to take care of. I'm about to get paid in a couple of days. So I'm saying, I'm at work. I'm supposed to be clocked in. And somebody here talking about mommy. Ask me about a muffin. Asking me about a muffin. And now you got a whole daddy in there. And then the oldest one asked me, am I on the clock? It's 5:25. I am on the clock. One of them sitting here laughing at me.
Why are you laughing at him? Her. You're mean. You're so mean.
Oh, I'm laughing too, man. Cause listen, she doing extra shit, bro. I didn't get none of that extra good treatment at all, at all, at all. I listen. Sound like she was doing good to me because we didn't get no breakfast every fucking morning. Absolutely no pancakes. What? All right, man. So this woman, this next woman, is going to explain to you why your children become your your opposition. And when she breaks it down, it makes absolute sense, by the way. But it was funny. It's funny. The reason why I'm laughing so much is because I have a coworker and she's, on it. Like, I mean, super on it at being a mother. But her kids and her are super close. She has 2 boys, super close. And so we had a conversation. I told her, right? Because right now her kids are like 3 and 4, something like they're toddlers. So right now she's cool mom, she's super mom, she's, I'm talking about to her kids see her like that, right? I said, just imagine when your kids get tired of your ass. She's like, that's never gonna happen. I'm like, when they start making friends, start liking girls, they're not gonna see you as cool mom. They're gonna love you, but they're not gonna see you as cool mom. And the reason why I could tell her that is because that's what happened for me. Like me and my mom were really, 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 really close when I was young, right? And then as I got older, right, she wasn't cool mom anymore, right? She's a cool person just on her own, but I'm talking about just in my through my eyes as a kid, as soon as I started liking girls, she stopped becoming cool. So this video is gonna go in that a little bit.
To get real controversial on y'all, but I hate being a parent. And let me tell y'all why. So, your kids, like, you love your kids like more than anything in the world. Like, anything in the world. But they be your ops from the gate. It start with them, like, trading on you for their grandparents, right? So, like, you always doing something wrong to their grandparents. They always hungry when they see their grandparents because you don't feed them enough. You just the worst parent on earth, right? But as they progress, you just a horrible person every time they try outside the house. Like, you the ops to them. Like, they like their friends better than you. They like everybody better than they like you. But you like them the most. It's like the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest level of emotional trauma that I've ever had to experience in my life. And at this point, I just want a divorce from them. And parenthood is really the worst hood that I've ever been from in my life. And to think that I've been a part of it for the past almost 15 years.
That's what I told my friend. I was like, look, man, once these motherfuckers get old enough, like once a kid gets old enough to have their own sense of style, right? And they have their own sense of like music they like, they just kind of they stop fucking with you. Just look, they don't love you less. They just don't really like you, right? And I'm just speaking from how I did my mom. Even though my mom is A+, no complaints, great woman, great mom. But that's how I did my mom. So I know. Oh my God. Oh man. So this dude right here is going to teach us, right, how, because this video is about the struggles of being a parent, right? And so I'm going to end it on this video, and he's going to break down how to replenish your liking of being a parent.
So you're starting to resent your kids. You don't like parenting. You're tired of it. Listen, parenting is the one job that if you quit, you are at best a deadbeat and at worst negligent and a criminal. So here's what you do. Here's what I do. So when you have multiple kids, getting them together in the same room, like they're a special kind of chaos. And so when I'm really feeling frustrated with my kids, and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore, this is really a struggle, one thing to stir up your affection for your children is to find some miraculous way to get one-on-one time with them. Because you know, when they're together, those of you who have multiple kids, when they're together, they are a special kind of wild and frustrating and demoralizing and just, anyway. But when you get them apart and go do something fun, this could be a trampoline park, it could be simply going to the playground, whatever. It's hard to be like frustrated and annoyed at your child when they're like having the time of their life at a trampoline park. Like it's fun, and there's no brothers or sisters there to fight with. It's just you. And I know that's hard. Maybe it's something as simple as like you cashing in a PTO day during a school week and taking one kid out and leaving one kid there and then swapping in a couple weeks. Like, I don't know what it may be. You may have to get creative, but find a way to have fun with one kid at a time, and your affection for them is going to stir up, and your resentment for being a parent is going to decrease.
Clap it up for that, brother. Gotta be innovative. Gotta be innovative when you got crumb snatchers. That's why I call kids crumb snatchers, because that's what I was to my father. I was a crumb snatcher. I know I used to get on my father's nerves. You know how I know I used to get on my father's nerves? So we will go get food, right? Or he would make food, right? Because he cooked really good. And he would make me a plate, and then he would make himself a plate. And I would eat my food, and then instead of going making me some more food, I would get in his plate. I was a shitty little kid. I was shitty. I'm not gonna lie. I was shitty. Listen, my dad would work like, 10, 11 hours at a time, right? And he'd be upstairs watching some Westerns, some Gunsmoke, whatever, right? Or some CNN. And for some reason, because I was such a piece of shit, I would go up there and like I would jump on him and like punch him in the stomach and then run downstairs. He was tired. And now that I'm grown, I'm like, damn, I would really be mad at my kid if I worked 10, 11 hours on my feet and he ran into the room and jumped on me and hit me in the stomach a couple of times and ran downstairs really fast. I would be mad, but I did this shit to him all the time. And I called myself playing, I did. The reason why I made this video is because it's the last video. I promise it's the last one. And I think this is kind of what you have to be a good parent, is kind of be selfless. And this video, so it's going to put some on your mind. It puts some on my mind.
Still one time that I love my children and I'm glad that I'm their parent, but I don't really like being a parent. I gotta acknowledge that that's gonna rub people the wrong way, and I get it. A lot of people have a really hard time holding two conflicting truths at one time. I do not. I understand that I can be blessed to have an opportunity, and I can also be frustrated by the most stressful parts of that opportunity. Those two different things can live in the same apartment. And again, I love my children. You always gotta qualify it with that. I love my children, but parenthood is like, you know how we all got that cousin, you love them, but you don't really like them? Like, bro, if we weren't related, you and I would never be in the same place and have a conversation. That's my relationship with parenthood. Unwavering selflessness is just not my bag. It's never been. I need something for me. What's going on here? I thought that I'd be more of a my children are my world kind of parent. My mom was that kind of parent, and all of her happiness was tied up in my happiness. And she died a woman who didn't really know who she was.
Man. Mine's is still alive. Man, that is both my parents the same way. We're not together, we're never together, but selfless. And that's why I'm not a parent now.
Hood has a right to all of my time. Fine. It has a right to all of my money, all of my love and devotion. You can have it. Parenthood does not have a right to all of my identity. I am more than just a dad. I was my own person for 30 something years before my first daughter was born. I'm my own person in the mix of giving me to them too. And I'm gonna be a person long after they leave me to have their own families. My whole identity is not wrapped in parenthood. And if yours is, I think that's absolutely fine, but mine is not. Can't do it.
So there you have it. What do you think? Oh man, I'm telling you, maybe I'm just me by myself, but I'm like, man, 40, 41, 42, you know, kind of don't go out as much, sleep in more, wake up earlier, testosterone's a little bit slower, you know, starting to being a parent a little earlier, a little later, I don't know. Could be the wave. But anyway, so CJ, hope you had a good laugh. I did too. I'm out.